All right, we're talking Valley View softball, Mia Collarini Wascura. We have to do that, right? That's legal.
That's legal. That's legal.
And he's a good guy.
He's a great guy. Lucky to have him.
Let's talk a little bit about softball season. Here we are
Yes.
getting towards the end of April, and things going pretty well.
Things are going fantastic. All cylinders are firing. When these kids are locked in, this particular crew, they're unstoppable. We had a little hiccup mid-season with North Pocono, but I think that was just fuel to the fire then. There's always something we could work on. There's always something that we can improve. And we were tested, and now I believe that there's a few good teams that we can really give a good game to left in our league, and then beyond. We're really looking forward to hopeful, we want to think positive, but hopeful district, playoffs. And then I really do feel that whoever wins this district in, 4A has a fighting chance of being a state champion.
Good teams, team like North Pocono has, quality coach, quality players. Nice to see them having success. We know Tulcanic has some players, and Lake Lehman can do some things, in Mid Valley, and Holy Cross. We could throw a bunch of teams out there, not disrespecting anybody, just a couple of handfuls of names. But when you talk about your team, when things are going well, is it the bats? Is it the defense? Is it just a combination that this is a hungry group?
I'm going to tell you what, back in the day, back when I played, defense wins games. We always say that. We always would say that. With this particular crew, I'm telling you, we're talking over, I believe, if I'm correct, over 45 extra base hits. 25 of them are home runs. They're incredible. It's insane. Like, that's just unheard of. And when you have 1 through 9, and then your bench players being able to, again, it's not about the home runs. Offensively, though, like, let's be real. You gotta score to win. So again, back in the day, it used to be defense savvy, and I believe, that's still the case. But if you've got 1 through 9 who you can't throw around, you got to throw to somebody. We're skilled with being able to put balls where we need to put balls when we need to.
Having a loose group, but then a dialed-in group. This is the group, right? I mean, they can do a little bit of both, and when you have a team like that's unusual.
It is.
Then you have something special.
Absolutely, and with Taylor being able to come back healthy, that's that missing link. Not only is she bringing that offensive power, that defensive pitching power, but just a good kid, and a captain. Was a captain last year. But there's all little pieces of the puzzle that are truly fitting. Maggie Hallett behind the plate, freshman catcher. That kid never played catcher before, but we said, honey, we need you in this scenario, we need you in this position, and she'd go to war for us. She would do anything. So there's just, Ella Swingle at third base, between Callie and Cora in the middle infield. We asked Zoe Krapovich, a Bryant commit, to, move from what her comfortable position is at first to where the team needs it in center field. And then with Nevaeh Evans in left, and spraying in 2 freshmen, Maddie Manelli and Ashlyn Palakar, arguably, they could give Callie a run for her money with speed. We're really like a super well-rounded team.
It's nice when you get underclassmen that can learn from these experienced players and soak it all in, and then push them a little bit too, which is great.
Absolutely. Like, we had mid-season reviews today at practice, and a lot of the conversation was, girls who are younger, hey, like, you're playing up to that level because of the people you're surrounding yourself with. We have elite level players, kids who are going places, and these younger ones can aspire to be, what these girls are, they're playing with them. They're right there. They have the ability, and it's exciting to see, again, everything clicking with them.
Going to come down to a play or two, as it always does in the regular season, in the playoffs, and all that stuff. Talk a little bit about mental toughness and making good decisions and making sure, hey, we got to be one play better a lot of times, and it may be a 5-4 game, it might be a 1-0 game.
I say often, we have to, in order to win the game, you got to win each inning, each at bat, making adjustments, and to actually we spoke about it today at practice, but spoke about it throughout the week too. Plate approaches, okay? Our ability to, be able to transition and be able to adjust in an at-bat. Or if we have an error in the field, being able to flush that, acknowledge it, recognize it, but then also say, I'm better than that. We all know that. Let's flush it, let's move on. People who, sift in their own thoughts too often don't have success. We have to, recognize our faults, celebrate the small successes, and, be locked in, ready to go. And we will be.
Always enjoyable talking to you because you're always thinking. You're thinking about that next thing, and
I
you have
am.
those thoughts up there and out there and somewhere.
Yes.
But
Yes. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, and all the best this season.
Thank you.